that the Buddha delivered this discourse for Anatta Pendika householder. Everybody knew Anatta Pendika was great devotees. He approached the Buddha every day. 3 times a day, he was in the monastery. Although he approached the Buddha 3 times a day, but he didn't ask any question to the Buddha. He has very strong attachment to the Buddha. Although he didn't ask anything, the Buddha gave some Dhamma talks for his welfare. The Paṭṭakama Sutta is one of the discourse delivered by the Buddha for Anatta Pendika. One day when Anatta Pendika approached the Buddha said, three kinds of things people expect. In Pali, we have very simple passage. Chattaro me kahabati dhamma ita kanda manapa dunlava lokasmi. Householder. These 4 things, pleasant and agreeable for worldly pleasure and charm, are rarely in the words. Then the Buddha himself asks, what are the 4? So this is agreeable things, also pleasant things, also charming, very difficult to get. What are the 4? The first things, bhogame upajantu sahadhamena. May wealth arise to me rightfully. So everybody wish to get wealth, earn money, or wish to be rich. If someone becomes very rich, so it's agreeable, pleasant. It's very rare to be rich also. Then when we obtain the property also, it must be rightfully. Here we use Dhamma. Dhamma means fair or justice. Dhamma also means the truth. So if we earn something by harming others or by harming ourselves, this is not really Dhamma. It's not really rightful. So without harming anybody, ourselves or others, if we can earn, if we can obtain wealth, then this is good wealth. This is also right livelihood. Then again, although we have a wealth, but if we don't have any accompanies or attendants or followers, we will be so lonely, not that much enjoyable in life. That is when the second wish people have. This is yasome agachantu saha nyadihi saha upajayihi. May my fame spread together with my relatives and master. This is a very simple translation. Actually, we wish to be with our relatives, our family. There are also somebody who can guide us when we make some mistakes. Somebody, some respectable person, honorable person. If we are with some respectable person, some honorable person, then we have better habits and better training. So that means we wish to see good teacher. Also we wish to see good children, maybe good grandchildren. Then we wish to be famous also at the same time. Everybody wishes to get that one. Actually, these three also can spoil people. Gain, fame, reputation, or maybe honor or respect. All these things also can spoil people's minds. That's why it must be justice, rightful or fair. If we have big family, many followers, many attendants, many disciples, we also have good teachers, then good guidance. If we cannot live long, then not that much enjoyable. So everybody wishes to live long. This is that wish. Then the Buddha continues, Jidam Jiwami, Diga Mayum, Pubalemi. May I live long, protected. So everybody wishes to live long. Nobody wishes to die when young. So basically we have these three wishes. We wish to earn money, we wish to have reputation, family, and good guidance, good teachers, good master or anybody, anything. We also wish to live long. Within this very life, we wish to get these three. Then again, the last wish. It is Kayasa Bedam Paramarana Sugating Sagam Logan Ubabajami. At the end of a long projected life, securing a place in the heaven, may I be reborn there. So that means after death, we will to be reborn in a good destination in the future existence. Somebody may not believe future existence. If we don't believe future existence, at least we must have three wishes for this very life. If we believe future existence, sure we may have four. So that means if we wish, we must work for it. What to do and how to do. Then the Buddha also gives some guidance for Anatta Pindika, what to do. If we have attained four things, then we can get all the four things we wish to get. They are the attainment of faith, virtues, generosity, and wisdom. So in Pali we call faith as saddha. So we also translate sometimes as a confidence. So what is confidence? Believing in Tribhajan, that means believe in Buddha's quality, believe in Dhamma's quality, believe in Sangha's quality. Believe in Buddha's quality means Buddha can know many things. Buddha can know the truth. Then if we don't believe Buddha can know everything, sure, we cannot practice Buddha's teaching. We may not believe Buddha's teaching also. So we also have to believe Dhamma's quality and Sangha's quality. If we cannot believe in it, sure, at least we must believe the three trainings: morality, concentration, and wisdom. So we also have charity, morality, and wisdom, are three ways of practice for lay devotees. Anyway, if we also have to believe the benefits of the three trainings. So after training, we can attain Nibbana, final cessation. Then the last one, we must believe present, past, present, and future existences. And they are according to Buddha's teaching. Then again here, We also have Pali definition. Faith means right decision. When we have confidence, we can decide better. We may have right decision. If we don't have confidence, we may not have right decision. Well, that means faith can clear up our minds. Here, I give one simile. Faith is like a universal monarch emerald that can purify and cool water. So, ancient time, they use some special stone to purify water. In the universal monarch, they have a special stone, emerald stone. On the way, very long journey, then when they got thirsty, they went to drink, but it's very hot, also very dirty water. When they put their emerald into the water, it becomes cool down, all the particles settle down, purifies, then can drink. This is ancient time. Anyway, so when we have faith or confidence, we can clear up our mind. We may have right decisions and better decision. If we don't have confidence, we may not have better decisions or right decision. So to have better decisions or to purify minds or to clear our minds, we must have faith or confidence. So we also have many other things to know about the faith. When we have confidence, we can get everything. Do you believe you can earn money? If you have faith, you can earn more. If you don't believe, you cannot earn. Do you believe that you can be an educated person? If you believe you can be an educated person. This comes from faith or confidence. So, that means whatever things we expect is come from our faith. When we have strong confidence, all our dreams become truth. If we don't have strong faith or confidence, our dream cannot become truth. The Buddha himself has very strong faith to become the Buddha, to be the enlightened one. This means he believed his ability. He believed his training. Similarly, if we believe our training, we can be successful. So here, three training means morality, also training. If we can train our morality, good conduct, this also, it will get better confidence. It will produce better confidence. When we have concentration, mind is very calm, quiet, sharp, then we may have better confidence. Again, when we have wisdom training, we may have the best confidence. So in brief, if we believe our ability, our training, then it will be the way to get all the things, the way to get wealth, reputation, family, attendance, or everything. Also can be longevity or live long. If you have to accept future existence, it will be better existence in the future. Then the second thing we have to do, this is virtues. We also say precepts or discipline. When we talk about virtues or precepts or discipline, people may know 5 precepts, 8 precepts, 9 precepts, 10 precepts. Actually, we have one Myanmar proverb. Discipline is the value of human beings. This is Myanmar proverb. So that means when we have more discipline, this means we have a high value. You have many disciplines in Singapore. That's when you become very valuable. Right? Then again, morality is the head of living beings. This is Buddha saying, not Myanmar proverb. For example, we respect our head. Everybody respect their head. Somebody, when someone touch their head, they don't like. Similarly, if we have morality, we become respectable automatically. We become honorable. When someone becomes very wealthy, very rich, but no morality, they will associate that person, but not respect. Well educated, but no morality, sure, they will admire, but no respect. So, wealth and education can make people higher, but morality, the discipline, will make people respectable. That is why morality is also important. It's like a head. As we respect our head, as we take care of our heads, we must take care of our morality. Then again, here I have to explain about the head. All the very important organs are on the head. Eyes is on the head. If we don't have morality or discipline, we are blind. We cannot see the truth. This is the foundations of Buddhism. Again, we also have ear. If we don't have morality, we cannot hear, we cannot listen to the truth. So that means, okay, I will talk about don't kill living beings, but listeners are hunter. So they may not like that kind of discourse. It's the truth, we must not kill any living beings, but this is moral. As we love ourselves, they also love their life. That's why, out of sympathy, out of compassion, we must not kill any living beings. In brief, if we are beheaded, we cannot survive, we cannot be alive anymore. Similarly, when someone cannot observe morality, then they will be living beings, but they are livingly dead. That is why, to clarify or to dignify our life, or to be honorable, then we have to observe morality. One more thing here. I have to introduce two Pali words, Sila and Sila Parami. Sila means morality, Parami means perfection. The perfections of morality. So if we observe morality for our own welfare, it can be only morality. It cannot be the parami, the perfection. When we observe morality for the welfare of all the living beings, it will be parami. That means we must have right intention to observe morality. If we don't kill any living beings, they can survive or they can live long. If we don't disturb other people, they can live happily and peacefully. So morality is a harming other, physically or vocally. Morality, if we break moral precepts, this is harming other, physically or vocally. If we observe morality, we are helping other people, bodily or verbally. That is why, for the welfare of all the living beings, we must observe morality. This is the second thing we must have. So that means if we have morality, we have a safety, security. If we don't have morality, we are not safe and secure. I will give a clearer example. If all the people in the world observe 5 precepts, we don't need to lock the door. Right? Nobody steals. We don't need to lock the door. We don't need police station. We don't need jail, prison. We don't need courts. We don't need armies. Similarly, if we don't observe morality. Opposite to that, if we don't observe morality, sure, there will be more discipline, more rule and regulations. Then, sure, we have to use a lot of budgets for protection, defense. So morality can make people calm, quiet, peaceful, secure, and safe. So this means morality can overcome enemy. Then the third things we have to do, that is generosity. Actually, we have many different kinds of generosity. Actually, this generosity is called dana. Dana means how to use your money. Actually, there are only three ways. One is you can use by yourself as you earn. Another one, you can give other. The other one, it was by itself. For example, nowadays, medicine, for example. You can use by yourself, or you can offer other, or otherwise it will be out of date, expired date. There are many other things like that. Some very limited lifespan. Within this period, if you can use, or you can offer other, otherwise, no more use, it will be useless. So three things. You have to choose three things. Use, offer, or throw away. Only three. So here the first things. Charity begins at home. Offering among family members is also called charity. People think going to the monastery, offer. This is a dana. Not like that. Offering to the children also charity. Offering to the parents also charity. Offering to brother, sister, poor people also charity. So similarly, sharing your property with your friend also this is also charity. Then the next one, perfections of charity. The offering for the welfare of receiver is called perfection. So that means, according to the receiver's wish, receiver's needs, if we offer, it becomes a bharami. So here we have to understand two things. As we have explained, sila and sila bharami. Now here dana and dana bharami. Dana means only offering, sharing your property with your family, friends, relatives, or anybody. Whatever sharing, if you offer for the welfare of receiver, it becomes bharami. If we just offer according to our wish, next life I want to be rich, that's why I offer this. This is for our own welfare, not for the welfare of receiver. This is not really bharami. Whenever we are going to fulfill the bharami, we must remove our wish. We must think about others' wish. We have to fulfill others' wish. This is called bharami. This is charity. Then here again, we have many different kinds of charity. Many different kinds of dana. Sometimes according to the tradition, for example, offering to the gods, offering to the higher class, according to Brahmanism, they may offer like a Brahmin, for example. According to Buddhism, they may offer the bhikkhus. That we may offer something to the Buddhas. All kind of offering can be considered as a dana here. But if we think, for example, even the offering to the Buddha statues, sometimes we will offer what we like. Actually, if we think Buddha as a living being, as a human being, then we should offer as a human being. As we eat, we can offer the Buddha. As we use, we can offer the Buddha. Sometimes we offer to the Buddha something we don't use. So this is not really proper. Anyway, so although we offer to the Buddha statues, if we think that's a living Buddha, sure, it will be more beneficial. Then, in brief, we have dana, charity, dana bharami, the perfections of charity. In the dana bharami also we have many different degree, different level of dana according to our own maturity. When we become mature, we will not choose the receiver. We will not choose the time. Sometimes when we can earn more, we can offer more. If we cannot earn more, we will not offer anything. Right? This is not the right attitudes. Make regular offering, long time offering, make habit offering. Then if we have habit, sure later we can know how to offer freely. Then again, the last thing is the most important things, wisdom. Here we have many definitions of wisdom. The first thing, showing the right path. Although we offer dana, if we don't have wisdom, sure, we will do something wrong in dana. Similarly, when we do dana also, if we don't have wisdom, we will do mistakes. When meditating also, if we don't have wisdom, we will make some mistakes. Wisdom is showing the right path. Then again, next one, guides one to do the right things. So what is it, the right things? It must be beneficial for ourselves. It must be beneficial for our environment. That's the right things to do. If it's something harmful for ourselves, it's something harmful for our environment. These are wrong things. So wisdom will give guideline what to do and what not to do. If we know what to do and what not to do, this is good enough. We have to know black and white, good and bad, right and wrong. This is the meaning of wisdom. Then again, uncover the truth. This means when we have illusion, opposite to wisdom is illusion or delusion. We call in Pali moha. The moha will cover the truth. Then, when moha covers the truth, we cannot know the truth. Then we will do wrongs. Whenever greed arises, moha also accompanies. Whenever anger arises, anger or hatred arises, moha accompanies. Then the Buddha said, one who is overpowered by greed cannot know the truth and untruth, beneficial and unbeneficial. If one is overpowered by greed, then his wisdom eyes becomes blind. So sometimes because of greed, then we are covered with the greed. We don't know anything. We cannot understand any truth. Sometimes covered by anger, we cannot know the truth. We cannot understand the truth. So, briefly, to know the truth, it takes time to get the wisdom. So we have many different levels of wisdom. The first types of wisdom is, as is mentioned here. Okay? The first types of wisdom is learning. Learning is also wisdom. By learning also we can get wisdom. In Pali we call sutta. Sutta means hearing. Ancient time when they study, they don't have books or anything. They just, teacher will speak something to the students. Students have to memorize. They train like that. Through hearing, they have to learn. But nowadays, we can also see. So we can learn by both eyes and ears. By seeing or by hearing, we can learn now. Although we use our eyes and ear to learn, but if we don't think that much, not that much improvement. We also have to think about what we have learned. This is also one of the knowledge. Thinking also knowledge. We have to use our minds our intellectual quality. Then some cases are beyond imagination. Although we think about it, we cannot understand, we cannot digest. That's called meditation. So by meditating, we can understand something, we can experience new things. Sure, no meditator cannot understand meditator. Okay, I have to say one thing to you. It happened maybe a few years ago, more than 5 years ago. One of the girl came from Korea to Paotoya, Myanmar. She came to Paotoya with tourist visa. So maybe only about 3 weeks maybe, or 4 weeks, something like that. Mostly 28 days mostly. She came to but she didn't visit any place, just come to the monastery, meditate. Within maybe 2 weeks maybe, she could see the light, she could see the nimitta. Then when I talked to her, if you should stay a little bit longer, she said, I cannot stay because I have tourist visa. When she was going to leave, I told her, you cannot live in Korea. Then she replied me, I am a Korean, I live in Korea. Sure, when you come here, you are Korea. But you live here, meditate already, you have seen the light already. I know Korea culture, because I have been in Korea 4 months. You cannot live in Korea. Then she left. So here's just newly graduated. When she met all her friends, their speaking style is different already. All her friends also thought that she was crazy. She also thought all her friends are crazy. But the mind change, experience change already. So that means, if we experience something in meditation, sure, we can understand many people, but many people cannot understand us. This is the nature of meditation. Because the mind changed already. Then that lady actually, after a few months, came back to Paotoya again. Other than she admitted, what you say is the truth, I cannot live in Korea. Right? Then also she also told me, and when I asked her, how about communication with your friends, association with your friends? Is it good now? I also know all the things actually. You cannot associate with your friends well, right? Then she said, yes. They also told me that I'm very straight. I also thought that they are very straight. So then this is meditation. Okay? So that means first learning. This is also, sure, a kind of education, wisdom. Thinking, this is also education or wisdom. Meditation, this is something special. We cannot imagine, we cannot think, we cannot understand without practicing. This is also called wisdom. So the next one, eradicate defilements which cover the truth. This is by meditation. So, if we have good meditation, we may have bright light. We call metaphorically the light of wisdom. Mind is originally bright, brilliant, but because of defilements, it's not really very bright. We can say mind becomes dirty or impure. So when we can practice well, our wisdom faculties become very sharp and strong. Then we have bright light again. Then when we can know ultimate truth, sure, we can cut defilements later by later. We can remove defilements later by later. Finally, we can make ourselves pure. We can make our mind pure. we can eradicate all the defilements totally without remainder. This is the teaching of the Buddha. So, we have 4 expectations as a human being. One is we want to earn. Second, we want to be famous, or we have to have a lot of companies. The third, we want to live long. The fourth, we want to be reborn in the good destination. For that, we have to do 4 things. The first, we must have confidence. Confidence is like a hand. We can get whatever thing we like. If we don't have confidence, we cannot get. Second one, morality or virtues. Virtues are like a head. If we don't have head, we are dead. Then again, charity. Charities make family unity. That's why family make association unity. We are united with charity, sharing each other. Good friend, good, the one who share more. Sure, that one is a good friend. If we don't share, sure, we're gonna be a good friend. So sharing make community firmer and stronger. All the family sharing can make family united. Then the last one is wisdom. Wisdom is like the light. Here, if we switch on the light, it will be a little bit dark. We cannot see clearly. If we switch on the light, we can see clearly. Similarly, if we all have wisdom, we can see everything clearly, right or wrong, good or bad. So the brighter the light, the clearer the vision. Similarly, the wiser we are, the more mature we are. Then we have more calmness of the mind. If we have all these things, we can get all the things we wish. We can make our community stronger, firmer. We can also be famous. Everybody knows the Buddha. He has very strong faith. Then he has also had very strict morality. He also has done very great charity. He also had very strong wisdom. Sure, he has many properties, but he was not a businessman. He has very big monastery. Even Jedavana monastery, now some archaeologists say, is 7-story. You can imagine, 7-story building. Ancient time, not now. Because of his training, faith, morality, generosity, and wisdom. Many people accompany the Buddha. When you study the suttas, you may find sometimes 500 bhikkhus accompany the Buddha, sometimes 1,000 bhikkhus accompanies the Buddha, sometimes many thousands accompanies the Buddha. When Buddha was going to enter Nirvana, many people come. So you can imagine, this is the power of all his perfections, all his attainments. Then again, he also lived long, 80 years old. It's long enough. Then what about his future destination? No more future destination. He can remove everything. So that means if we have very strong wisdom, we can cut defilements. Defilements is the cause of samsara. If we can cut samsara, then no more life. In Sangha, you may not use candlelight. In the candlelight, there's a wine, there is a witch, there's a light, fire. There can be many reasons of extinguishing fire. There's no more wine, sure, no more fire. No more wick, also no more fire. Actually, wick and wine support the flame. Similarly, we have defilements and karma support our life. If we don't have any defilements, any more new karma, sure, no more flame, no more life. So we can remove karma and defilements by wisdom, by practicing or by meditation. Okay, today we have very short time. So I will stop here. If you have any question, you can start now. Okay?
Right. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. So once again, thank you, Venerable Kovida, for sharing about this morning on what are the 4 wishes that we all aspire, the 4 pleasures, namely we look for wealth, fame, and then we want a long life, and we want to go to heaven.
Sure.
And Venerable have granted us the 4 things that we can achieve and how to get there. This is the right place, Buddhist fellowship. Yeah, we have to learn to have faith. We need to cultivate our virtue. We have to be generous and to develop wisdom. And all this you can do it here. We provide every aspect of it, the opportunity for us to attain. So may I open up for any comment or questions? Please raise your hand. I will come to you with the mic. We have about 15 minutes before we end the morning session. Please, anybody? Nobody? If not, maybe I'll just like to start to ask the first questions. Venerable, every Sunday we hear before we invite speakers for the Dhamma talk. We usually start off by doing our puja, and we know that puja is one way to develop faith in the Triple Gem. Can Bhante elaborate a bit more? For maybe I believe many of us here are still new and don't know whether is it necessary, whether is it part of rituals that is practiced. So how can we actually do it correctly so that we can benefit by participating in the puja?
Okay. So we have one saying. I think almost all the people are very new to the Pali, maybe, right? I will say one Pali sentence. Titande Nibude Jabi Samejitam Samampalam. This is Pali words. So that means if we offer to the living Buddhas or pre-Nibbana's Buddha, this means Buddha statues, we don't have living Buddha anymore. So if we think statue as a living Buddhas, we have the same merits. So that means as we respect our parents, our teacher, there's another example, clear example, right? If we respect the Buddha, then there will be the same merits. Now one more thing, you may not be able to imagine what's a living Buddha. Everybody know Iti Piso Bhagava. Arhan Sama Sambuddho, Ujjajana Sambano, Sukado Loka Vidu, right? Then the first things, Arahant. Even in Arahant we have 5 millions. Among the 5, I will say only 1 today, okay? This means he was worthy of donations. This is the Buddha. Why he was worthy of donation? He has very strong sila, morality, samadhi, concentration, wisdom, because of panya. Then we also have reviewing knowledge, path and fruition knowledge, or called panya. Because of all this power, he can accept all the donation from any kinds of living beings. Okay, I will explain one more thing here. You may have read Parinibbana Sutta, when the Buddha entered into Parinibbana. Then some deva come and offer their divine nutriment. This is actually they infuse their divine nutriment in the Buddha's food. When the Buddha partakes, then they are leftover food. The Buddha talked to the donor and Venerable Ananda, please throw away this one. Don't allow anybody eat. So if someone eats, they cannot digest that one. This divine nutriment. So Buddha can digest that one. You can imagine how strong. How is his karma? So that means if we know the Buddha's quality, we may respect the Buddha. Similarly, if we know our parents' quality, we respect our parents. If we know our teacher's quality, we also respect our teachers. Similarly, just trying to know the Buddha's quality, you may respect the Buddha more. Then, as you give the food for your parents, you can also give food for the Buddha. Okay? Buddha also gave you a family member, like Ananda Pendika. Ananda Pendika approaches the Buddha every day. Buddha is like his family member already. So that means please treat Buddha's statues as a living being. Then you can gain merit. Okay? Anything?
Thank you. Any other questions?
Bhante, I was listening to the story earlier about the young lady who saw the nimitta and then her mind changed, and the way she sees things and perceives things is a little bit different from the general. How then do we know that fundamentally we are heading in the right direction, and and it's not our defilements that cause us to behave differently from the rest, and we are actually slowly getting rid of our defilements that cause our perception to be different from others? So in a sense, how do we motivate ourselves to know that we're heading in the right direction?
Okay. So we have many different steps, okay? Different types of maturity. Sometimes we are not mature yet. So, okay, I want to say another story from Singapore, okay? One lady comes from Singapore. She was forced by her son. She has saw the light already, but she couldn't believe her life, her seeing the light. So that means there's a maturity, okay? So sometimes everything is acceptable. When we really become very mature, for example, like we know, my friends are crazy, for example, but I can accept them as a friend. We know, but we can accept. This is the right direction. Sometimes we know, but we cannot accept other. This is not really right direction. Okay? So that means the Buddha knows all the living beings are bad, but he can accept everybody. Good or bad, he can accept as a disciple. Similarly, you may be able to associate with whether good or bad. You will help them as much as you can. This is the right direction. Sometimes, if we reject many bad people all the time, this is not really right direction. Okay? So, meditation, the purpose of meditation is to help many people to show the right path. But sure, in her case, all a teenage girl, not that much easy to help. She herself sometimes say, sometimes I remember many modern things like an iPhone or an iPad or that kind of things. Right? She also admit like that. Sometimes she also remember like that. But not that much enjoyable for her, actually. So anyway, as long as we can help, we are in the right track. Okay?
Thank you.
Any other questions?
Okay. Anything?
Anything? One more? Two more? Hi. So if no, we will, or maybe one last thing, because Bhante, today happens to be the Mother's Day, so maybe have some, what do you call, something to give it to the mother, Mother Day's gift, the gift of Dharma.
Mother's Day.
Yes.
Oh, I
Yeah,
see.
okay.
Uh-huh.
For all the mothers who are here present.
Okay, all the mothers are here. Okay, okay. I should choose Mother's Dhamma talk, right? Okay. Any other thing? Just share marriage or anything? Everybody can chant. Idame Nyarina Hotu. Right? Okay,
Yeah,
chant.
please put your palms together.
Okay, we'll chant together, right? Idame Nyadinam Hotu Sukhita Hontu Nyadayo. Idame Nyadinam Hotu Sukhita Hontu Nyadayo. Idame Nyadinam Hotu Sukhita Hontu Nyadayo. Idame Bunyam Asawakayam Waham Hotu. Idame Bunyam Nibbanasa Pajayo Hotu Mama Bunya Bhagam Sabbasadanam Bhajami Te Sabe Me Samam Bunya Bhagam Labandu Sadhu, 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 sadhu.
Okay, so we have come to the end of the Dhamma sharing this morning. So before Sayadaw take leave, can we all in the Anjali position put our palms together? And let us offer 3 bows together to express our appreciation and gratitude to Venerable. First bow.
Sadhu, sadhu, sukhi hotu.
Second bow.
Sadhu, sadhu, sukhi hotu.
Final bow.
Sadhu, sadhu, sukhi hotu. Nibbana sabbacho hotu.
Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.